Good morning students, welcome to the switching theory and logic design class. So in the last class we are discussing the concept of design of code converters, where the code converters are the very important for any type of number system or any type of digital systems. So here some of the examples of code converters. So coming to here, binary to XS3 code converter and its reverse also, that is XS3 to binary converter. Next, binary to gray code converter and gray code to binary converter and BCD to 7-segment display converter. So these are some of the code converters we are going to see in this coming classes. So in the last class we have already discussed about the binary to XS3 code converter. Binary to XS3 code converter. So in this topic already I said that these are the tables for converting the binary information to XS3. When binary 000 equal to the XS3 0011. So this is the 0 value. Actually, this is equivalent value of 3 in decimal in binary. Okay, but here the 0011 in XS3 it is representing 0. It is representing 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so from 3 to the parameters 3 to 12 we have copied here and we have placed here. And I am saying that this is the 0 value. This is 0 equivalent of XS3 0011. Next 0100 is equivalent value of decimal 1. Like that I have represented here. But actually those are the weights of the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now coming to here, 0 to 9 we have represented from 0011 to 1100, that is 3 to 12 we have represented. These are the 0 to 9 representation of normal binary numbers. And coming to the remaining combinations 10 to 15, these are the not required states for the XS3. So for that reason these are the combinations we have taken as don't care combinations. So see here I have written E0, E1, E2, E3 equations, where E0, E1, E2, E3 are nothing but as, see here. Here in binary I have represented 0011, in XS I have represented 0011. Here 0000, here 0011. Like that we have written the binary equivalent values for the XS3, and wherever E3 is equal to 1, wherever E3 is equal to 1, you have to write down the midterms as the E3 functionality. So see here for E0 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So sorry, 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So here we are here, this is the 0 and 2 and 4 and 6 and 8. So these are the functions we have written here. E0 is equal to sigma small m of 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Whenever the E0 value goes to 1, then only I have written the midterms as the input combinations. Like that we have to write down E1 also, E2 also, E3 also. After writing these 4 equations, now this is the time to write our don't care combinations, which I have represented from 10 to 15. Those 10 to 15 I have representing as don't care combinations. Okay, right. After that, what we have completed now E0, E1, E2, E3 don't care combinations. After that, right. So here this E0, E1, E2, E3 I am considering as W, X, Y, Z, where E0 is equal to Z, E1 is equal to Y, E2 is equal to X, E3 is equal to W. And don't care combinations, there is no need of representing some another representation. And here I have drawn the K-maps. Here I have drawn the K-maps. B2, B3, B2, B1, B0. These are the input combinations and these are the W, X, Y, Z. So here I have written the Z value. So see here, for Z is equal to 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So see here, this is 0, 2, right? No, we have not written correctly. So see here, this is Z, 0, right? This is Y, X, W. So see here, So this is the expression for W, where W is representing E3. E3 is equal to sigma small m of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I said that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the midterms. These are the space we have to represent 1. And remaining 10 to 15 we have to represent with don't case. Now we have to form the groups. So these 8 elements we can make as a single group. And these 4 elements and these 4 elements we can make as a group. This pink color group is one, pink color quad, and this blue color quad. These are the 2 quads. From these 2 quads we have written the function. So finally W is equal to B3 plus B2 B1 plus B2 B0 bar. So this is the expression for this K-map. Like that we have solved 4. In the last class I said that you have to do these are other things. In this class I have did all the K-maps, and now I am going to show the final output. So these are the 4 K-maps for the 4 functions W, X, Y, Z, and coming to that its diagram. So see here the diagram of this binary to accessory code converter. So here the input bits are B3, B2, B1, B0. So see here B3, B2, B1, B0, and coming to the output bits E3, E2, E1, E0. So it is very simple thing. The code converter takes the input as binary information, and this code converter gives the output as accessory outputs. So this is nothing but as code conversion. The binary code is converting as accessory code. Otherwise, if you are giving accessory information, you have to convert into binary. For that, you have to design the diagram. But this diagram is representing to convert the binary information into accessory information. So this is the logical diagram. This is the logical diagram we have drawn for the binary to accessory conversion process. Binary to accessory conversion process. Okay, everyone note it down. Now we will start to listening BCD to 7-segment display converter. Right. So BCD to 7-segment display converter. BCD to 7-segment display converter. So generally we are seeing in electronic calculators or digital display boards the numbers like this. So see here the numbers are here it is displaying. So from 0, next 1, next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally we are representing 0 to 8 numbers, 0 to 9 numbers, okay, 0 to 9 numbers. So see here, the LED display is really, seems to be like as a 7 LEDs, 7 light emitting diodes. These are the light emitting diodes. Totally A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so the order seems to be like this. The order seems to be like this. Okay, remember this one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The order is like in this way. Okay, right. So totally 7 LEDs are available. When I am giving 1 as the decimal input, what are the numbers it has to glow? What are the numbers we have to show as glow? For example, 0. If you are representing 0, what are the here totally 7 LEDs I have placed to display as some number. Okay. So here, if you want to see here, here 0 were displayed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in the half place, we have diode, but it is not glowing. Those which LEDs are glowing, those LEDs combinations are representing as different symbols. That is also numericals. 0 to 9 it is displaying. The remaining LEDs are going to off situation. So totally here we have 7 LEDs. If you want to show as a 0, so you have to switch off G LED, and A, B, C, D, E, F LEDs you have to make them glow. And coming to, you have to switch off A, F, G, E, D for displaying 1. BC has to only on. So see here BC, only 2 LEDs are going to switch on condition. So see here carefully the 1 logic. So after 9, 0, 0 after 1. So see here, only two LEDs are glowing. B and C LEDs are only going. The remaining all the LEDs are going to off. So this is the normalized 7-segment display for our electronic systems. So a BCD to 7-segment display decoder is a combinational circuit. So now we are going to design this BCD to 7-segment display, and that circuit we are generally calling as combinational circuit. That is the combinational circuit. It accepts as a decimal digit in BCD input. So it is taking the input as a decimal numbers only, but it is in the form of BCD. That means it will take the decimal values in binary form. Decimal values in binary forms. So decimal values in binary form, that type of code we are generally calling as BCD, binary coded to decimal. That is, it is accepting 0, 4 zeros, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, 3, 0, 0, 1, 1. Like that, it accepts up to 9, 1, 0, 0, 1. 9 equivalent number in BCD, 1, 0, 0, 1. After that 10, it is not accepting. Why? Because it accepts a decimal digit in BCD input. So if you want to give 10, it will take 1 separately, 0 separately. So for 10, it doesn't have any combination in BCD. So it accepts as the decimal digit in BCD form. Next, it generates appropriate outputs for the segments to display the input decimal digit as output. It generates appropriate outputs. So whatever the inputs we are giving, its related output it is generating into the segments, and it displays the input decimal digit. Whatever the input BCD combination you are giving, that input that it will take, and it shows the corresponding output combination. It shows the corresponding output combination. This is a 7-segment display. Now here we have to design the circuit which it will take the BCD as input. That is, it should take zeros, ones, zeros, ones, and you have to show that these numbers, you have to show these numbers finally how they will glow, So in between you are writing the function. So now see here this is the generalized representation. So this is the generalized 7-segment display. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this is the 7-segment display. So now I am writing 0 to 9. So first 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the generalized representation. For 0, only G is going to off and remaining all are going to on. And for 1, BC only going to on, remaining all are off. For 2, A, B, G, E, D. These are the going to on B. So C and F. C and now F are going to switch off condition. And for 3, A, B, C, D and G, E, F are going to off. And 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to write down first this step. In this conversion process, in the exam hall also, first you have to draw first a generalized representation. This generalized representation generally we are using for representing the 8. Why? Because when you are representing 8, all LEDs are going to switch on condition. Okay, so for that reason, you have to represent the normal one. It seems to be like as an 8. After that, you have to represent 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that, you have to represent the different types of codes. Next, coming to here, now we have to draw a truth table. So coming to C. So see here first this table. Here A, B, C, D. These are the binary codes. So here I am writing. These are the BCD inputs. These are the BCD inputs. A, B, C, D. These are the A, B, C, D are the 4 BCD information. Normalized inputs. Capital letters, capital letter A, B, C, D are the inputs. And small a to G. Small A, B, C, D, E, F, G are the nothing but as outputs. Outputs of the circuit. And here 0 to we have represented 15 combinations, but for the binary coded information we are giving BCD as the input. In the BCD as the input you are giving only 0 to 9. After 0 to 9, this 10 to 15 we are not accepting. The 10 to 15 combinations we are not accepting. So for that reason you can take this 10 to 15 as a don't care. When you are generating the equations, then you will do the K-maps. In the K-map process you can take 10 to 15 are the don't care terms. 0 to 9 we have to represent. So 0 equivalent BCD information, 1 equivalent BCD, 2 equivalent BCD, 3 equivalent BCD, 4 equivalent BCD. These are the 0 to 9 equivalent BCD values. And coming to that, whenever the A value, B value, C value, D value, E value, when these values are going to these functions we have to write down. First see here, whenever you take total 7 segment display, total we have 7 LEDs. For 0 representation purpose, A, B, C, D, E, F only going to on, and finally G is going to off. A, B, C, D, E, F. The 6 LEDs are going to on and G is going to off. So for that reason, here for the 0 combination, for this 0 combination, you have to write down their functionalities. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F are going to on, and G is now going to off condition. G is going to off conditions. Okay, for 0, this is the functionality. Next, coming to that 1. Here for the 1 functionality, so see here, BC are going to on. For this 1 functionality, B and C are going to on, and remaining all are going to off combinations. Next, coming to that 2. So for the 2, see here, for the 2, A, B, C is going to off. Here C is going to off in this combination. So see here, C is going to off, D, E, F is going to off. F is also going to off. So see here, we did a mistake. E is there here, but we are not represented. Here we have not represented. Right? So here E is also going to on situation. So only F and C. So here F and C. These two values are going to off, and the remaining all values are going to on. Next, in the same way for 3. See here for 3. For 3 0011 input, and the output is here E and F are going to off. E and F are going to off in this situation, and remaining all are going to on. Next, coming to that 4. Here 4 also 0 1 0 0. Here B C F G. These 4 LEDs are going to on, remaining are off situation. For 5 also. For 5, here there is no B, there is no E. So B, E you have to keep as 0, remaining all are 1. So B and E we are keeping on, and remaining all are 1. Next, in the same way 6 also, see here B is not available. Here I have not displayed the B. Next, coming to 7. So for 7, A, B, C only. A, B, C. Remaining all are off here. Next 8, all are ones. So here 8. For 8, all LEDs are going to on. Next 9. 9, here E is not displaying. Only here E is not working. Only E is not working here. For the remaining all combinations, it is working. Right? Now, so these are the final values from 0 to 9. So now we have formed this table, and remaining combinations we are representing as don't case. For the we have the numerical from 0 to 9. After 9 we don't have any decimal values. After 9 we are repeating our decimal values as 10, 11, 12, 13. We don't have any new symbols. We have new symbols from 0 to 9 in our decimal number system. So 0 to 9 only we have. Okay, next coming to here, after 0 to 9, so here first you have to write down the function for A. So see here, this is the first output A. When you have to glow, we have total 7 LEDs. These 7 LEDs, when these LEDs are going to on, when these LEDs are going to off. So take separately for A, take separately for B. Now write down the minterms functionality. Then you have to write down the Boolean function by using the minterms. When A is equal to the minterm of this value, this is equal to 0, and this is equal to 2, and this is equal to 3 and 5. So see here, in this situation, the A is going to on. In this situation, the A is going to on. That is whenever 0, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 are coming, then only the values are going to display. The A value is going to on. Otherwise, in the remaining combination, the A is not going to on. Like that, B only, C, D, E, F. Like that, for each functionality, you have to write down the Boolean functions. So see here, A is equal to sigma small m of, I said that 0, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is about equation A. Next, coming to that, equation B. Equation B you have to write down from here. So see here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 7, 8, 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So these are the B functionality representation. Next, coming to C. 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is about C. Like that, D, E, F, you have to write down. All the minterms you have to write down for the corresponding functionality. So coming to totally A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Total 7 outputs are available. Why? Because 7 LEDs are available at the output side for displaying one numerical character. So for the numerical value, we have totally 7 LEDs. So for that reason, we have 7 output functionalities. Now, our task is started now. So the first step, you have analyzed observed the given problem. After that, you have drawn the truth table. From the truth table, you have drawn the Boolean functionalities for the corresponding outputs. Next, finally, you have written the don't care combinations. So these are the functionalities we have identified. Now, you have to draw the K-map for each functionality and analyze the minimized expressions. Finally, you have to show the minimized expressions. So, for A, this is the K-map. For B, this is the K-map. For C, this is the K-map. And D, this is the K-map. E, next F, next G. So, these are the total 7 K-maps. For the 7 functions, I have drawn here the 7 K-maps. Okay, now you have to simplify these expressions. So, coming to the simplified expressions for A, B, C, D. So, this K-map, after grouping this, you have to write down the simplified expression. Those simplified expressions I have completed here. Here you have to do the operations. Okay, here I can do these are the things, grouping process or simplifying process. These are all we know how we have learned this K-maps or the simplification process in the previous classes. Okay, now you have to do this process for A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the 7 output. The minimized expressions are simplified expressions. Okay, now you have to draw the logic diagram. Now our task is we have to draw the logic diagram for this 7 functionalities. For these 7 functionalities, we have to draw the logic diagram. First, I will draw for the A. The remaining outputs you have to draw by your own for the next class. So here I am drawing A. Wherever A is equal to A bar C. So see here, where A is equal to A bar C plus A bar BD plus A B bar C bar plus B bar C bar D bar. So that is a functionalities. So see here, A bar C plus A bar BD plus A bar B bar C, A B bar C bar plus B bar C bar D bar. So this is the given functionality. For this functionality, we have to draw the logic diagram. So see here, for that I have 4 inputs A, B, C, D and its complement forms A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. So here I have taken A and I have used an inverter and represent this is the A bar, and I have taken B here and I have represented here B bar, then I have taken C bar, then I have taken D bar. Now our task is to draw this diagram. Okay, for example, see here, first I have to draw A bar C. First I have to draw the logic diagram for A bar C. So see here, this is the A bar signal. This is the A bar signal I have taken here. Next, I have to take here C. Right? So why I have represented here a dot? Why I have represented the dot here? Why I have represented here the dot? Because of this dot is representing the contact between these two lines. So see here, this line crosses all the lines, but wherever the contact is available, wherever this node is representing, this node is representing, there only the contact is existing. Right? So this is the contact. So this is the contact. So this is the contact for A bar, this is the contact for C. So this A bar line coming here and C coming here. So I have framed an AND gate. So this is the A bar C. Next coming to that, A bar BD. So this is the A bar I have taken here. Next, A bar BD. So this is the B and this is the D. So I have clearly an AND gate here. So this is the okay. So this is the A bar BD. This is the A bar BD. So totally I am getting here 4 AND gates. Three AND gates are consisting of 3 inputs. Next A, B bar C. A, next B bar, next C bar. A bar. Here don't forget these nodes. Don't forget this nodes. If you forget these nodes, all the function is going to collapse. So this is A, B bar, C bar. Next B bar, C bar, D bar. So here this is the B bar and this is the C bar and this is the D bar. So here the final functionality, this is B bar, C bar, D bar and this is the finalized OR gate. This is the finalized OR gate. So these contacts are very important. If you miss these contacts, we cannot identify. Why? Because whenever the problems are going to bigger, then most of the electrical contacts will be appearing here. Then you need to represent with a very clarity. So here these are the finalized value and this is the for A. So this is the functionality A. Previously we have written f of ABCD is equal to, we have written some function. Now A is equal to, this is the function. Previously f is equal to, we have written function. Now we are writing small a is equal to, these are the functionalities. So see here, inputs I am representing with capital ABCD. Otherwise you can take WXYZ. In the place of capital ABCD, you can take WXYZ. Here I am taking small a. Small a is the output. Small a is the output. So this I will show clearly with here. Right? So see here, first A bar C. Right? So this is A bar C. I have taken these lines and I have made an AND gate here. Next, I am taking A bar BD. So A bar BD, A bar BD, these are the lines. And next A, B bar, C bar, next B bar, C bar, D bar. And you have to draw the corresponding AND gates. These three AND gates are, it consists of three inputs. This AND gate has only 2 inputs. Next here we have totally 4 outputs. These 4 outputs we have to connect it to this OR gate. So this OR gate is consisting of 4 inputs. OR gate consisting of 4 inputs. So those are the 4 inputs are connected to this OR gate and this is the finalized A. This is the finalized A output. Like this, you have to draw these diagrams for B, small e, B, small c, small d. Here I have drawn for the small a function. Here I have drawn these functions for the small a. Right? So this is about logic diagram implementation. In the exam, you have to write down for A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Total 7 functionalities. You have to draw the diagram like this. You have to draw the diagram like this. So finally, Next, we are representing the BCD to 7 segment decoder like this. So I have drawn a box. In this box, I consist of A circuit. Well, in the previous slide, we have drawn A circuit. That A circuit available in this block, and B, C, D, E, F, G. These all circuits are available in this block. So see here, totally I have 4 inputs for this BCD to 7 segment display, and I have 7 outputs, a small A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and finally these are the outputs. So see here, from this BCD to 7 segment display decoder, this A is connecting, internally it is connecting to the A, and it is connecting to the B, and C is connecting to here, and D is connected to here, and E is connected to here, and F is connected to here, and next this G is connected to here, right? So in this way we are making the connections. Now whatever the value you are giving, based on that value, that LEDs are going to glow or not glowing. Okay, the LEDs are going to switch it on or switch it off based on the given input combinations. So this is called BCD to 7 segment display converter. Otherwise you can call this is as a decoder. Generally IC 74183. IC 74183 is the BCD to 7 segment display decoder. That is generally that type of integrated chip already consists of this complete hardware: A circuit, B circuit, C circuit. These are all the total 7 output circuit. They designed on a single chip, and they will sell at the outside. That may be cost of 20 rupees or 30 rupees each integrated chip. Okay, so in the market you can buy 7 segment display LED. You can available directly at the market. You can bring that 7 segment display. Even in our lab also we can do that experiment. So bought that display one, and bring that IC 74183, which is representing the BCD to 7 segment display. These all are the things you have to brought from outside, and you can in our laboratories we have a digital IC trainer kit. In the trainer you have to place this chip and this LED. You can work out these functionalities. You can practically observe this behavior in our laboratory. Okay, this is about our BCD to 7 segment display decoder. In the next class we will see one more converter, that is binary to gray converter, otherwise gray to binary converter, that we will see. So that is also I am giving as a assignment for you. So you have to finish that one. Anyhow, I will show its working process. I will show the table. Left side you have to draw the binary, right side you have to draw the gray code. For that each gray code output you have to write down the functionalities with minterms. Then you have to draw the K-map, and you have to analyze the finalized Boolean functions. That is the binary to gray code converter. The process is same. First analyze the truth table. Second step, draw the Boolean functions. Third step, you have to minimize these functionalities with using K-map. After simplification process, you have to draw the logic diagram. These are the 4 steps are common for any type of conversion process. For any type of conversion process, these are the 4 steps common. Okay, right. Thank you.